Hi, I'm Anthony Vitale from the Original Music School, and here are your 5 tips to writing better songs right now. Okay, rule number 1. Quit being afraid of writing a bad song. Fear of failure is toxic, and it will keep you from doing anything successful in your life. You have to go for it. You've got to try things. You've got to experiment. You can't do that if you keep editing yourself and telling yourself no, no, no. The answer is yes, you can do it. You might write a bad song. In fact, you need to write tens of thousands of maybe bad songs before you write a hit song. But that's how it is. You need to practice. Practice makes perfect. So it's the process that I want you to start really concentrating on, all right? So if you start to write something that's maybe halfway through the song, you decide, this isn't really it. I don't think this is going to be a hit song. Finish it anyway. Let the process be done. So that way, the more you use the process, the better you will become at it. And if you write a bad song, it's just another step towards that hit record that you're going to make someday. So rule number 2, if you want a catchy song, you need to start with a catchy song title. For one thing, you come up with maybe a catchphrase that your friends say. Perhaps use a cliche and put a little twist on it so it sounds like something new and fresh. You can use oxymorons. You can use alliteration. All kinds of really cool things that you'll find in literature, movie themes, or song or titles. You can kind of borrow from those things. It's great. Add them to your song. Maybe come up with your favorite movie and write a song about that, or at least just use the song title. And it could be about something completely different. So the next time you want to come up with a really good song, start with a catchy song title. Okay, rule number 3. Put your catchy song title into the chorus. That'll automatically give you a catchier chorus, which will make people like your song better, right? The other thing is, I've had people say to me, but Anthony, I want to be really cool and write a song about frogs and then call it Dirt or something. You can't do that. First of all, if I'm listening to your song and it's going on and on about frogs and I'm like, wow, I really love that frog song, and then I'm looking for it all through your playlist, I can't find it, how am I going to spend the 99 cents on iTunes so that I can buy your song? Well, what happens is you just lost a sale because you're too clever. All right? You can do that down the road if you want to experiment in things. But for now, put the song title into the chorus. Make it catchy, perhaps rhythmic, perhaps very melodic. It depends on what kind of song you're writing, of course. But the song title, if it's in the chorus, will really add extra punch to your songwriting. All right, rule number 4. I want you to show me the story, don't tell me the story. I don't want to hear that you're sad. I want to hear that salty tears are streaming down your face. I want you to use all 5 senses. What would you see, hear, feel, smell, taste? What are phrases that you would use? Use all these, incorporate them into the song so that I could create a video or a movie of the song that you're singing to me. You see? If you just tell me you're sad, that could mean one thing to you and another thing to me. All right? All these different emotions that we have, they're kind of personal things, right? So if you paint me a picture, then we're living on the same page in the same scenery. You know, we know what the time of year is. We know where it is. We know what kind of person it is. Is it a teenager? Is it an adult? Is it a kid? So that way, you're fleshing out a whole story. It becomes more interesting, and then the listener can identify with that. So, show me the story. Don't tell me the story. And finally, rule number 5 for today. I have many, many, many rules to help you write better songs, but today we'll keep it short and I'll end it at 5, okay? This kind of relates to rule number 1, okay, which is don't be afraid of writing a bad song or whatever. The rule number 5 is this. Stop being so serious. I know you want to be a serious writer. You know, I'm going to be the next Bob Dylan or whomever is kind of looms large in your life right now as a role model and a musician, songwriter. But these people, speaking of Bob Dylan, speaking of the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, I could pick all the icons out and I could run through tons of songs. And I could play you clips of video of them being interviewed or in the studio. Yes, they're serious about the music, but they have a very light-hearted approach to things. And that's what you need to do. You need to make sure that you're celebrating, not commiserating necessarily. You want people to have fun. You want them to take that emotion that you're emoting with the song, of course. And there are sad songs, of course, but I find oftentimes when I'm teaching students is they get so into the idea of being a serious artist that they forget to have fun with it. And then what happens, they go on stage and they're playing songs that aren't fun. So there are times for sad songs and different types of songs, that aren't always happy and cheery. But overall, lighten up, get over yourself, have some fun with this whole process, and you will write better songs. If you'd like more information, go to www.originalmusicschool.com. You could come and see us in Morristown. It's the Original Music School, and we'll be happy to help you become the greatest songwriter you could ever imagine. Thank you for listening. I'm Anthony Vitale from the Original Music School, and we'll see you on the other side.